Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of The Outer Worlds. Just to let you know, I've already completed this game on both the normal difficulty on the first try, and also yesterday on the Supernova difficulty. So I have a lot of experience right now with this game, but I feel like I've been skipping over a lot of the story elements and quests and all that. So I decided that I'll do a new Let's Play, and it'll be a little bit different from my other ones. I'll try and make different choices and all that. So, yeah, I'm going to create a new character. I'm going to play on normal because, yeah, Supernova is really difficult in the beginning. I don't want to, keep reloading my game all the time, so I'm going to play on normal. I may bump it up to hard if it gets too easy, but that's it. So those settings are pretty standard, so I'll keep them all there.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Alright, so character creation. So as you can see, there's attributes for body, mind, personality. What I intend to do with this build most likely is similar to my previous two builds, which is a stealth sniper. Really fun way to play. So the attributes that are necessary for stealth sniper is really intelligence and perception. So I'm going to boost those up to high. And I also like being able to, persuade and stuff like that. So I'm going to put 1 point in charm. Yeah. And the last one, temperament, most likely. Yeah. So then you go to skills. So you have to choose two main categories where you're going to get a boost of 10 per skill.
You are going to paint the system red, my friend.
So I'm going to go with ranged, and I'm going to go with stealth.
Things tend to vanish off tables whenever you're around.
This aptitude screen is mostly it's like a personality or like a little bonus. It doesn't change much in the game, but yeah, these are the different, aptitude bonuses. I usually tend to always play this one, which gives a +1 bonus to persuade.
I can be reasonably sure you know how to add and subtract.
And finally, the appearance. So Okay, leave the rest as it is. I always have a tendency of playing, you know, bald characters in my playthroughs, so that's the one. And as far as features, Scar. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that one. Name. It's going to be really easy. And finally, here's the summary. So yeah, highest skill right now is long guns, and second hack. Yeah, here we go.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Man, I love this game.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down. Hit drive.
Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Oh boy.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
It's a nice landing.
Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Alright, so just to let you know, in this playthrough I will be doing all of the dialogue, so not skipping through all of it. And I'm going to be taking my time because I really want to explore a lot more than I did on my previous two playthroughs. So just keep that in mind. If that's not your cup of tea, well, sorry, but that's the way I'm going to play this one. This starting area doesn't offer too much as far as exploration. You know, it's really just one way to go. But once you get out of this area, you're pretty free to go anywhere, really. Adreno, that's the drug you can use to heal yourself with the inhaler. So I turned off tutorials as well, so this tutorial is basically showing you how to sneak. It's pretty straightforward if you're used to these types of games.
You see now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
All right. And I'm also going to be speaking my lines of dialogue, so I'm going to try and play in character here. Ouch. Oh, there's someone.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
Sit still, I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
How are you feeling?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What's this about marauders?
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I've got a better idea. Give me your gun and I'll go help. I'll go get help.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
All right, so I'm off. Let's see if there's anything worth taking in this camp. Mag pick. Gourmet Saltuna fillets. Oh. Tartare sauce. Pre-sliced bread. Fast ration pill. Another mag pick. So basically, this is food. Yeah. More food. Yeah. It's all food. And mag picks are used to pick locks. So, yeah. I'll shoot these barrels here and take cover.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Whoops. These rat creatures seem to be docile. There we go again. Marauder camp, rural camp. 0G brew. Another mag pick. Tarmac and cheese. Again, some food. A mock apple. Some bunch of nanners. Another mag pick. Another mag pick. So this is my first container. So in case you didn't know, the number where it says 23 is really your actual skill, and the 5, it means that you have to have at least 5 lockpicking to open it up, and then you have the number of mag picks that are required to open up the container. So yeah. Telescoping staff, so that's a 2-handed melee weapon, which I'm not going to use, so I'm either going to break it down or sell it. Alright, let's keep on going. Oh. 2 marauders here. I don't know if I should wear their armor. It seemed pretty bad condition. Oh, another pistol. The third one is here. Oh, didn't have anything. Okay. This must be the ship. I see 2 people here. So see some marauders. Let's go talk to these guys.
Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
So I heard I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave.
Really? How is he?
He'll make it. I helped him with the pain.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Do Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge?
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Take him down. Get in the face. Drop it off.
Ouch.
Wasting company ammo.
Oh. Severed arm. What's this? Some kind of dog, I guess.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
I'm gonna go take a look inside the ship.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Welcome aboard Apex Transport Triangulum Colony. The unreliable. Seems like that's the
Smile
cockpit.
for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
I'm not a marauder. Let's open this up. Nice.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
I'm just gonna go explore a little bit.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench.
Workbench, huh? Bed. What's up here?
Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value. Marauder, please be informed this ship does not possess a working power regulator for you to steal.
Engine room. There's stuff up there. What is this?
Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person.
Okay. It's like a mess hall, kitchen. Algae lager. Must be alcohol. Nothing I can take here. Huh. These doors appear to be sealed.
Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder. All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
Alright, so I'm back at the entrance. Let's go in the cockpit.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I'm not here to misappropriate anything.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You do realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Othorn's ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne, or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, Ada, I got it. Thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Alright, first perk. I'm gonna go with Strider. Alright, so let's head to Edgewater.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Really? After I patched up your friend?
Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our Marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. Alright, so head east. Yeah, you can actually see it over there. There's also some kind of encampment. Some marauders. Let me go check. Equip that. Man, this shotgun is only high 5% condition. It's gonna break pretty soon. I'm gonna try and use this assault rifle. Almost out of ammo. Alright. Hunting rifle. Yay. So I'm gonna unequip this gun. And I'll also unequip this let's swap these out. Yeah. So hunting rifle. Ooh. There's a nice scope. Extendo sight mod. Who's that? Primal. Top of the tree guys in here. The corpses disappear already, or wait? Yeah. Although, no, corpses disappeared. Unless I'm blind. Yeah. Weapon parts. So you can use those to repair your weapons. Yeah, there wasn't much here really. Alright. Switch over to the pistol for now. I don't have much ammo for the hunting rifle. I'm gonna try and scrounge up some more. This must be the cemetery that they mentioned.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
How do you know I'm not a marauder?
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
I never got your name. I'm Mark.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you.
You.
Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. Are you offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Landing pad, okay. There was something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
This town must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
You're not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
How long have you been a junior inhumer, gravedigger, whatever?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem is the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
You lose a lot of people to marauders?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
What are they after? Loot?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Alright, thanks for your time, Silas. Early retirement. Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for the early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy an all-expense paid trip to their new life in Byzantium, the jewel of Halcyon. Okay. This must be Silas's place. Just close the door. He's not gonna mind those bits. I'll leave him with his spades and shovels. Ooh, I need 2 more mag picks. Some ammo, yes. Pep pills. And some trip teas. Let's see what's on this terminal. Edgewater Saltuna Cannery. Welcome, Junior and Humor messengers. Dear reader, your subscription to the Inhumers Association newsletter is expired. We'd like to invite you to renew your subscription. Act now and we'll throw in a copy of our newest publication, Shovels, Gazette and Quarterly. From Spacer's Choice Human Resources. Edgewater Cemetery is a property of Spacer's Choice Company. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of its own from the cradle to the grave. Graveside plots and headstones are provided by Spacer's Choice at an affordable rate. Comfortable, spacious plots, custom engraved headstones and monograms, complimentary eulogy courtesy of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Let your spirit rest in the privacy of a Spacer's Choice brand gravesite. Inventory logs. Burial invoice. Password require. Hack. Name, Theodore Granger. Cause of expiration, industrial accident. Burial status, successfully interred in gravesite 13F. Gravesite fees paid and accounted. In humorous addendum, Teddy's corpse was missing a hand. Deductive 5 bits from gravesite fee because I'm a kindly fellow. Wow. Alright. I need to find some more mag picks to open up that bin in his office. Food. Bypass shots. Oh, there's a mag pick. There's another lock container. This one doesn't use any lock picks though, mag picks. Nice. Earrings. So do I have enough mag picks now? 2. I don't think so. I think I need a tree. Yeah. So 1 more. Let me look around outside of town here. Oh wow. Against those to save some ammo. Oh, I'm going to lose those 2 mag picks. No, I prefer keeping them. Vending machine. Can you sell mag picks? No, they're restricted. Alright, so I'm going to sell my junk. And sell whatever I'm not going to use. Like this staff. This pistol. I don't need 2 sabers. I'll keep 1. Gonna break down this light assault rifle and the shotgun and this stick. Keep the revolver. Right. Ambidextrin. Dehydrated water tablets. I can hack this. A locked door. 2 more bypass shunts. Skin tough salve. Go hack the terminal first. Not hack, but unlock. Unlock second story balcony door. Cool. Messages. To R. Thompson. From L. Gibbs Marketing Division. Subject, excellent news. Hey boss, just wanted to check up on the new Saltuna Light project. I've been brainstorming some new taglines for the product line, and I think some of them will really catch our customers' attention. So this is his response. Dear Lawrence, I appreciate your hard work on behalf of our beloved brand of Saltuna. I've just received a response from corporate. They're not interested in your idea of a light version of the Saltuna brand because we'd rather not compete with ourselves. But they are interested in the idea of lighter Saltuna. Effective immediately, we have been instructed to use heavier weighted cans so we can pack them with less Saltuna, thereby saving bits to every can. This is exactly the kind of breakthrough our cannery needs. In fact, our logistics department has just confirmed my request to have you transferred from the marketing division to the cannery. Can you imagine, Lawrence? You'll be rubbing elbows with your fellow workers on the canning line, filling each slightly heavier can with slightly less Saltuna, hour after hour, day after day. This is a great and tremendous honor for you and for me. Effective immediately, your position in our marketing division has been terminated. I expect you to report to our foreman tomorrow morning. Your uniform will be deducted from your pay. Welcome. What the hell? Personal files. Ideas for Saltuna Light taglines. Melts on your fork, not in your mouth. Less fat with some Saltuna flavor. It's brine time. Now with satisfying crunch of cartilage. Yuck. You can't spell Saltuna without salt. Note. Also can't spell Saltuna with aunts. Potential to market toward families. Leading scientists say it's still food. The Saltuna will tank you. Warning may cause auditory hallucinations. We'll add more later. Okay. Let me check upstairs. The store's unlocked now. There's a balcony. Magnum. That's a mod. Cigarette lighter. Oh. Gyro sight. Geographic scanner. Cool. Still don't know if I have enough mag picks now. I have 3. No, still just 2. Might as well open this up since I'm here. Stun baton. Oh, good stuff. How much this door is locked. Oh, doesn't need any. Actually, I think that's because of one of my skills. So So yeah, doors and containers requiring 1 mag pick to unlock are free to open. Nice. Ordnance control helmet. Another hunting rifle. What does this helmet do? Lock +5. Yeah. This armor is a little bit better. Might as well a helmet. Protection is better than no protection. Alright. Can I go into this house? No. Evicted. Yeah, I guess I can explore these two. Oh, marauders. Let me take cover. I'm already loving this rifle. It doesn't look like I can get into these buildings, unfortunately. I mean, I may find more mag picks in town. Really? These guys have nothing? Oh, there we go. Makeshift low pressure suit. I think that's better. Yeah. Yeah, second one. Dervish Mist. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to town. I don't want to spread out too far. Looks like these marauders had a little camp. Some old buildings over there and more marauders. Alright, so I'm back where I was. Just look around town here. Oh. More ammo is always good. It's like a some kind of factory or oh. Anything hidden back here? Oh, yes there is. Light machine gun. Alright. It's like an old vending machine. Ooh. Yeah, it pays to explore. There's this scrapyard. What's that sound? Oh. Damaged. talk to you?
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
Oh boy, engineering 46. I don't have that. Are you damaged?
Damage to navigation systems detected. Attempting to return to designated repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed.
This is a junkyard, not a repair bay.
Navigation systems have determined this location as Spacer's Choice, designated mechanical repair bay. Attempting to misdirect or confuse a Spacer's Choice mechanical is a punishable offense. Please report yourself to your supervisor.
Okay. Ooh. It's good that this is not stealing, because the robot would have murdered me. Hey, the last mag pick I needed. So I have 3 now. Oh wait, I'm down to 1. Yeah, I need 2 more now. Wow, this place is full of ammo. Well, doors. More ammo. Frozen dinner. Some more bread. Toilet. Oh. Tarmac and cheese. Yeah, stocking up on food big time. Alright. Let's continue on. I guess I can go around the whole town this way. Sweet. That must be the landing pad. Yeah. So Ludwig must be down there somewhere. Collect the gravesite fees. Oh, there we go. I'm probably going to sell a bunch of this food because I'm not going to need that many. Alright. Locked box here again. Oh, 0. Excellent. Alright, so let's go check out the landing pad.
Thank the law. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Silas sent me. You owe him your grade to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project. 2
bits? Okay. If your resistance needs another gun, I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. A few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
So what do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
That must be the robot that I just saw earlier in the junkyard. If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use a couple of pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Okay. Got a question for you.
Go on.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me. I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
It's pretty intense. I'll let you be. Oh, hi. Cool place. Excuse me. Alright, let's see, just check here. Maybe there's some stuff in these containers. Can I get up here? Yes, I can. Ew. What the hell are those red worms? Yeah. Oh. That's pretty gross. I'm thinking maybe there's stuff underneath the landing pad also that I can check out. There's also this big warehouse. Doesn't seem to be much here, at least. Yeah. Oh, locked door with a guard. Vending machine. So let me start by selling a bunch of food that I'm not going to need. Like this tartar sauce. Tartar sauce, sorry. Fast ration pill. 0G brew. I'm not going to drink alcohol. Tea. It's okay. Pep pills. Caffeine drink. Okay. Thinking I'll install this Magnum in my hunting rifle, if I can. And gyro sight is... no, I don't want that. So there was a workbench in Ludwig's place. Let me sell these extra weapons. Although I should break a few down to get some weapon parts, although I have 25, it's not so bad. Yeah. Oh. there's a bunch of vending machines here. Workbench. Yes, please. And no, that's going to reduce my my range. All right, let's check underneath. Whoa, what is this? Some kind of bird? Oh, there's a live one there. Cool, 9 in the magazine now. Oh boy. Work order. I received reports of taro ray nests behind the landing pad. This is not the first time these reports have appeared on my desk. I must once again reiterate my contempt for the taro ray population and the problems engendered by their presence. Taro rays get caught in the engines of ships. Taro rays deface Spacer's Choice properties with their droppings. Taro rays are a nuisance. Deal with them, please. Constable's office. Landing pad cutter. What? Two-handed melee, but yeah. These mosquito nests. It's disgusting. Okay. All right, let's go see even more underneath. I'm sure there's some stuff hidden down here. What? Oh my God. Oh boy, this thing is too strong. Run! Oh Jesus. And my hunting rifle was not even doing a dent in that thing. There's something stronger maybe? Let's see. I saved my game real quick. I've never been underneath this place, so can I sneak up? still have a lot of health. Whew. Wow, a lot of stuff. Mag 2 Ray. Wow. Alright. Level up. Increase my stealth. And my weapons. Ranged weapons. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start putting stuff in tech as well. All right. Yeah, you can't swim in this game, I think. Yeah. Invisible wall. Yeah, so apart from that Mega Sprat, I don't think there is anything else down here. This is dark. Wait, there's stuff there. I thought there was something moving back there. It's just flowers. Ooh. Quiet muzzler. Can I put that on my Oh, it's a barrel mod, and the hunting rifle does not have a barrel, unfortunately. Well, a slot, I mean. Isn't there a smaller bin? I'm sure I saw it. Oh, that must have been the one I saw from my scope. Anything else around here? Oh. Alright, so I guess I'll... What? Oh boy. To repair my rifle. Okay. And I'm gonna head back to the workbench real quick and repair my rifle. Another corpse. And some marauder. I'm back at the cemetery now. Yeah. Alright, so workbench. Well, we can probably find a workbench inside of the city. Yeah, I think I'll head into the city, or village. Edgewater. So I think I'll change my active quest here. I'll task in this case, so I can find the people.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Stealing. Yeah. This is not. There's dead people here. Okay.
What was that?
Not again. Shooting sprats again. This is stealing, so I'm not going to steal right in front of them.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
Why not?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
Why? What's going on here?
Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
I've got some training. I could take a look at you.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
You obviously need help.
That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
I've got some Adrena time. It's yours if you want.
You've got Adrena time? How? No, I don't want to know. Could be you stole it. Could be you're trying to test me. See if I'm gonna violate company policy. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
I'll leave you be. Alright. Barber shop, so that must be where, what's his name is? Conrad. What? Man, what is this? Letter from Phyllis. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. What the hell? Spacer's Choice Guard. Has a lot of stuff.
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I can show you my hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
First, I don't have any hair, and second, how can I report to you if I'm dead? Prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
What? Speaking of burials, Silas sent me to collect your fees.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
So hard on yourself.
I have to be, if only to prepare myself for my inevitable dressing down at the hands of corporate. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
What about Eugene's gold teeth?
You know about Eugene? How?
I found a note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
They were probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
You're going to have to.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Goodbye. Creep.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you.
There's the cantina.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another 0G.
Sealed up bundle. What is that? Curious bundle discovered near a latrine in the Edgewater Cantina. A note reads, if found, please return to Ludwig Miller at the landing pad. Thanks. Interesting. Storage room. Ooh. The bartender?
I don't know you.
I'm Mark.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Something going on here that I should know about?
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters.
What's this about deserters?
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
I want to talk to Reed. Where can I find him?
Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. If you're not pulling your weight, you don't deserve to live here. Simple as that.
There was something else I wanted to ask you.
Go ahead.
So, what's your story?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Yeah, I guess not.
Will there be anything else?
What if I told you I just got shot into space by a crazy scientist?
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
I wish it was a joke, honestly. I don't even know where I am.
Most folk forget where they're standing after a few drinks. Seems to me you've got a head start. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning.
It almost sounds like you're afraid to go outside.
Let me make something clear. Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know. People will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that.
I think it's a mistake living your life on everyone else's terms.
There you go with that thinking again. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's dangerous? I've said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar.
I should go. All right. A general store.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
I have some questions.
Go right ahead.
What's your take on this place?
What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2.
I'm glad you're so optimistic.
I have every reason to be. I caught a real break working in a place like this. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed?
Actually, there was.
Go right ahead.
Anyone I should watch out for?
Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here.
So about this plague that's supposed to be going around.
Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor.
Is there a reason you feel like you have to hide what's going on?
You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
What do you mean by that?
Survival of the fittest. It ain't just the law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work.
And if you don't work hard enough?
Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded.
I I need to fix the ship. You know where I can find parts?
You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see what you're selling.
Music to my ears.
Let me start by selling you some stuff. Grenade launcher. I'm never going to use that. Light assault rifle. Shock cannon. Might as well sell this extra one. That's good. And this is all the junk. Alright. What do you sell? Whoa. 4,000 bits. All right. That must be the church. The cannery is over there.
Had your rations yet?
I'd like to find a
Yep. 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
a workbench. Oh, who's this? Wanted, Guillaume Gil Antrim. From the Spacer's Choice Department of Retirement, a writ of execution effective immediately for Guillaume Antrim, former Spacer's Choice Associate Mechanic, terminated for his position and escorted from Edgewater on grounds of unauthorized use of adrenatime. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, theft, and authorized use of medical supplies. Generous bounty, payment on delivery, must be able to sign your own name. See Constable Reyes for details. Wanted, Bertie Cotton. At large and dangerous. Okay. Doc Mabel. Interesting. This is the constables.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
We should keep our voices down.
Hi.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
If you need help with your marauder problem, I'm for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Okay. I've got some questions for you if you don't mind.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
He's a scientist. We're acquainted.
I am obliged to warn you against forming acquaintanceships, friendships, partnerships, or any felicitous relationship with a wanted criminal. I am also obliged to inform you of our referral program. For every criminal you refer to the authorities, the board will reward you.
Wells saved my life. I want to know why the board wants him dead.
I am obliged to remind you that questioning the veracity of the board's orders is a punishable offense. Consider this your last warning.
How long has the board been after Wells?
Wells has been wanted for as long as the board decides he has been wanted. This decision will be made in accordance with Wells's behavior upon arrest. Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority.
All right, so who do I have to talk to?
Any information regarding outstanding bounties and wanted criminals should be directed to Mr. Udom Bedford. Mr. Bedford's office is located on the Groundbreaker.
Groundbreaker? What's that?
Halcyon's original colony ship, now repurposed into a space station. Mr. Udom Bedford represents the board's interest on the Groundbreaker. Something else I can do for you?
No, it's good. Okay.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
At least you got your health.
Is that a workbench? Yes. Alright. Start by repairing my rifle. Yeah. What else is here? Huh. This is not stealing. Oh. Maintenance Division logs. Welcome, Holcomb P. There are currently 3 open trouble tickets. Okay. I did not mean to draw my gun. Wow, this place is nice. Toss ball blocker. Robert Holcomb. Open last search. Indumati. Indumati left Edgewater today. She's been reassigned to Terra 1. I kissed her goodbye at the platform and asked if I'd ever see her again. We both knew the answer was no. Look up and think of me as I'll look up and think of you. Robert, they wouldn't let me keep her, but I know you will raise her with love, perhaps more than I would make time for. You are patient and present in a way that I'm not. The company says she has no name until you give her one. Her name is Parvati. They tell me her birthday will be set on the date she's legally delivered to you. She was actually born on July 7th. Make her feel special when I can't. She liked it when I sang to her. It was the only time she stopped crying. Indumati. Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. One record found. I sat up last night reading through the Young Spacer's Guide, almost started reading it out loud from habit. It's been 10 years, but I still have parts of it memorized. Reckon I'll take the next volume into work at the cannery. There's an unused office where I've been taking my lunches. Might as well read the whole thing again. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Hey, take it easy. I'm not a marauder.
There a reason you're running around outfitted like one of those monsters? Did Mr. Thompson send you to put the fear in me? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
So you're Martin Abernathy.
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Knows what?
I'm dying. And not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
I'll leave you be.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it. You need someone to smuggle your medicine smuggle you medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Alright. So I think I'm done collecting the... Oh no, there's Phyllis. Where is Phyllis? This is the Saltuna factory. Or cannery, I should say. Notifications lost and found. Found. One left hand severed at the wrist, some bone damage. People, this is our second unscheduled amputation in as many months. Please exercise caution and safety around machinery. Maintenance fees will be deducted from your pay. That must be from the guy that lost his hand and was buried. Cafeteria. What are dead sprats doing here? And also, why are there boxes with holes in them? It's a barred door. Phyllis is up there.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
I thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Vandalism, huh? Did you have to clean bits of him off the wall or something?
First of all, that's a horrible thing to say. Secondly, yes, we did. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
He was a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I'll let you get back to work. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll go and bring back the gravesite fees to Silas before I explore this place. Guide to Mechanical Engineering, Volume 2. Okay. From the office of Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. Symptoms of infection have now reached a critical mass. I've instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers, we are expected to face up to reality. The reality is that we do not carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering the symptoms of incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and for your family is to don your jumpers and come to work. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. Okay. Yeah, I'll come explore this place fully later. It seems pretty big. And I have to be careful because there's guards around. Oh, back at the reception. Forgot to check this terminal, I think. Logs. Okay.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
I read a letter from Phyllis. She mentioned digging him up for his gold teeth.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
Hey, about those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
I'm all done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
Yeah, isn't that why you wanted me to collect his fees?
I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
That's all for now. Alright. So next up, I think I will work on going to see Mr. Thompson, the cannery. So yeah, I'll finish the episode here, and see you guys next time.